Sexy Bamboo on the Beastmaster. Are they going aggro tri-lane here? Bambo's up at top, looking at maybe dealing with the clockwork. You know, some fun over on the clock with his boots first. They take down the initial boss, Seal Kid Bane. Hanskin playing the Wisp of Course. Busy Shadowfiend mid, so Era Hanskin bot. Clockwork top, Shadowfiend mid, everything's pretty normal. Bane is like the one hero I was saying, is going to be running around trying to find his place, but he shouldn't struggle too much doing that. Perfectly fine. Limp. Pycat. Interesting. No salve. And no pooled tangos just yet. And with the pooled tangos on Swift Ending, okay. So they're doing what I said halfway through the draft is probably going to happen. The mid. Nope. Nope. They switched it up again.
Worthy tribute.
Quap will go mid. Gets the pooled tangos in the branches. We have the 1v1 against the Shadowfiend, or the 1v10, whatever the hell's going on in this lane. Both teams really, really active early on to try and counteract people's laning phase. Try to get as much information as they possibly can. Swift Ending Bristol back at bot with EGM's Witch Doctor, just going to be this aggressive tri-lane with there's no one down here. There's actually no hero down here. Fun is on this cliff. Sure what he's looking for. Find anything though. No one at bot. And this is actually going to force these supports to rotate out. Fun actually not showing himself here is going to be pretty important for the supports leaving bot lane and giving him a good, a decent laning stage up against the Bristleback. Lane. Wisp and Tiny against this Beastmaster. Ambo with the boars, with the axes that come out a little bit later. He can hold his own up here. A little bit tanky as well. So far, 4C&L doing very well across the board, farming themselves up. Guessing Bane's last hit is on the board. PM. Can't really trade hits against Seal Kit. Oh, he's got Nightmare first. Like, Brainstab level 1 with a 75 mana cost is so efficient now to actually trade hits and just not spam out, but reliably throw out over and over again. Bambo, Avalanche Toss. They've got damage, but it's not enough just yet. Bambo can actually kill himself through the trees. He's going to get thwacked a little bit more by Era. There's no TPs coming in. He's going to turn, try and find the counter kill. The first blood goes the way of the Dire. Bambo, with the help of the tower, gets the kill on Era. Bloody hell, that was close. The toss into the air, and it's like, oh god, it really is hanging in the balance right now. Who's going to get the first blood? Bambo getting your experience from that, and Era, my goodness, dying. Not the best start off for him, so Boots and Mango for your Beastmaster up at Era. Avalanche Toss, they're going to go back in again. Bambo not even down to half HP, even with the punches and the orbs, and EGM. Restoration, the cask bouncing back onto them. Era's already lost a ton of HP. Healed up by Hanskin. Now Bottle. Feather regen. Oh, Angels is not working out for them with Fun down a bot against the Bristle and Tusk. Not easy for him either. Pycat is winning against Limp so far, but with the stacks out from the Bane, be able to actually grasp something back for the Shadowfiend from the middle lane. Era. Go from here. Bambo is now level 4. So level 2 boars, which are super annoying to handle. Wild axes just keep getting thrown out over and over again. Soon you'll have Bottle. I think you go Bottle here on the Beastmaster just to keep like your mana and HP regen up to snuff against this lane, because you know they're going to be regening like crazy. Bottle would be decent, I think. Saving up. He wants Arcanes. Tranquil Soul Ring. We'll see where it goes. Echo Rush is still a possibility as well. Cast will not bounce, but IO gets the rune forward as EGM's already dead. One more right click out. Ball forward. Hunskin's going to trade his life for this, but the raises from Limp. He's got a short range one, but not a long range one. Things left to give here, and Pyjamas should be able to link himself up onto the high ground as Dire's courier. Oh dear. Dies towards the middle lane. That was the magic stick, magic wand actually, for Pyjamas. So he's not going to have that extra bit of regen or sustain they can hold against Limp. Let's get his bottle refilled though. Be coming in. And there's the Bane rotation. This Bane is the hero. He's the hero that just runs from lane to lane to lane, controlling people and making sure that shit doesn't go wrong, honestly. Steel Kid, it's on your shoulders, mate. You can afford boots. Sell the Observer Ward, buy some boots. You know you want to. You know you want to. The question is, where does this Observer Ward go? Got Radiant Obs Ward watching mid lane pretty nicely there. Nothing watching bot or top though. So I guess one aggressively in here somewhere is Era. Caught. Avalanche is good, but the Ice Shards will lock him in. Make sure that he does go down. Hunskin. There's nothing to tether to. And the chase is coming. Saxa. 10 seconds till Snowball. They won't even need it. Neutral creeps. They're not going to find a steal either. Meanwhile, on bottom lane, back nearly level 6. Be farming away. 34-17. Cool with the Shadow Fiend. Miles ahead of the Quap and the Beastmaster, but he's looking super good. Era tosses forward the Clockwork, but the Cogs push back the Bristleback. I think they were looking for the sneaky kill with level 3 Battery Assault there. They definitely could have gone for it. Now, everyone's going to... Shadow Fiend, Bane, Wisp, Tiny, Clock, everybody. 5 heroes are actually down at bot. So mid and top, 4C&L like, you know what? We'll just farm ourselves through this. Sucks in trouble. Raise and Bulls to try and escape. They don't have the final hit here. Oh, the shard, so good there from the Tusk. Made it off with a brain sap. Meanwhile, though, Clockwork, where on earth do you die? Killed off the Bristleback.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It was his life in the end of that tower, though. I'm starting to wonder if this is going to be the no-tail build from Era. Because Era really does like the kind of standard tiny build, the treads, drums, slow and steady into that Aghanim Scepter. Sometimes throw a blink in there if you do have to play aggressively. And look for kills with the dagger. You know, you just jump on the Queen of Pain. If there are heroes that are relatively mobile and you need to get that jump pick-off potential, then sure, blink is great. But he does like the very sort of meticulous build-up into the Aghanim Scepter and become the hard carry a little bit faster. But this is very reminiscent of what No-Tail, or Big Daddy's been doing on the Tiny. Treads, Ring of Bassi, Magic Stick, and then you go straight into the Aghanims, then the Butterfly. We might see a drums here just because he is a little bit behind. It's not looking great for him right now. I don't have any stacks to actually go and pick off. It's been heavily handed over to the Shadow Fiend. Limp, you know he needs that. Oh dearie me. High Cat with a Sonic Wave though, with a DD rune. We'll be able to finish off this kill with a few more right clicks, and Jonas on fun. He was pushed back by the roar actually into the trees. He find a TP away. Bot lane though, Hero's not okay. Anson's getting walloped here by Swift Ending, chasing him, but not diving too far behind the tier 1. No reason to give anything away. That's a good TP out. They've got no vision. They can't see him.
Radiant's top tower is under
Hans
attack.
can just refill his bottle up. He's actually gone for brown boots, and it's something we skip, or we see skipped a lot by Wisps. If you want to go for a fast mech or something, or a fast earn, you just skip on the boots. Don't necessarily need them. He's had to do a lot of running between lanes, and really moving into the jungle to try and build things up for the Tiny. That mobility definitely needed. But Limp We were talking in game number 1 how Pycat on Shadow Fiend just went straight into the S and Y, then into big damage items. Shadow Blade. Stuff up a Butterfly. This game around, Limp is actually going for the relatively old mech build. Almost become obsolete. Oh goodness, Limp, yeah, you're dead. Pycat gonna take a chunk of damage here from the right clicks, but Limp bottling through, not gonna be enough, and he doesn't have Requiem leveled up. Going for the 4 and 4. Build up your raises on your souls first, and then go for that level 2 Requiem at level 11. Level 10 and 11 even. Actually usually interesting watching Shadow Fiend builds. Some people skip ulti at levels like 6 to 9. They actually go for Presence of the Dark Lord for that right click damage. A lot of people do like the ulti at level 6, it gives you a lot of damage. The slow's good if you want to team fight early and maybe find a sneak off on top of it, or a ramp or something. Back and hide yourself away. More Clovers and a Lepricon. Okay, 3 or 4 minutes ago there were 5 NiP heroes down here. Now there's a ton of 4C&L heroes here. The dive from Swift Ending just getting ready to go in. Saksa, Bob's board, Pycat. He doesn't have Sonic Wave, but they'll still find Aura's Punch with the shards. With the Avatos, Era cannot find a counter kill. No trade-off whatsoever. And Hanskin says, oh god, I'm out of here. Run away. Run the hell away. Top Bambo. Double Ball's gonna scout out Steel Kid, so there's no movement in from sides. Mouse is dying. Mouse is dying.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But yeah, back to Limp's mech. The mechanism is, or always was really, mainly an item built for push. Group up as 5, you know, like 12 minutes in with a Shadow Fiend mech. You go and take tier 1 tower, take Roshan, control enemy jungle, and it'd just be this sort of systematic coalition of the enemy buildings. Then Shadow Fiend mech became more about just being defensive in your own right. You could split push lanes a little bit harder. You can farm very fast into it. You know, it's always going to come up quickly on Shadow Fiend, whereas heroes like the Viper, who used to previously pick it up, would be delayed quite heavily when you've got Aquila Treads beforehand. But now, Limp is caught. He can't relocate him back. Sonic Wave will fly across. Limp though, he's being healed up. He's kept alive. It's not enough. Good hook shot in though. 1 for 3. The Cog will push 2 back, but Jonas is fine. You're trapped in here with EGM. Finished off with a toss pack from Era. With a 2-for-1 trade-off support for offlane and mid. Really not what NiP are looking for. They're getting picked apart one by one. And even if you do have Shadow Fiend up at the top of the net worth with mech nearly done, you've got Bristleback, you've got Quap, you've got Beastmaster, and he's going straight into the Necro Rush. Straight up against this Tiny Wisp, very good against the Bane and Clockwork. But these are all heroes that like to trap you and hold you and keep you in a confined place. If you have those Necro units, you're kind of mitigating a lot of that. You turn it back around, you say, right, Battery Assault doesn't do a ton. But look, your Fiends grip me, I'm gonna run my Necro units at you, because you are stuck in place, my son. Then against a Tiny Wisp, you burn through the Wisp's mana and HP, you nuke him down with the Archer. Also very good for keeping up. Tiny Wisp strats, you know, notoriously reliant on having vision on the opponents, wanting to split push, wanting to jump on solo targets. If they can't keep that vision up, then a lot of their actual push is down the drain.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Oh, there we go. 13-minute mech for Limp. It's not too bad. Too bad. The only hero that, you know, maybe is starting to worry is Era's Tiny. 13 minutes in, 1200 gold.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Ambo.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Axes on the board, scouting out Seal Kid.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Try and hold this. Tier 1 tower. It looks like it's forfeit. Bambo's gonna get hooked in from the side. Clockwork lighting it up, cancels out the animation. Push back and hook onto the Hawk. Bambo blocks out the hook shot and Jonas and Fan turns with the Raw. Relocate, save, not available because the tether is actually over into Tiny Avalanche with the raise and the toss. Saksa dead. Bambo still alive, surviving through, but the Sonic Wave across 5 pretty much, and Swift Ending runs through them all. Into the midst with a Death Ward taking out the Clockwork. Bristol back, tossed into the air, the damage output is not good enough.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, the Shadow Fiend build is definitely not set in stone. All throughout TI5, people going for ulti at level 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. People going for Necromastery 4 over Raise 4, like, preference and actually reacting to what's going on. It's 100% not set in stone. Like, there were situations where, I don't remember who it was, I think it was Ferrari, where he knows he's in trouble. There is. You know you're in trouble and you need that bit of extra damage, you level up 6 for Requiem. Hit that button. That noise always gets me. Little Yahoo from Rambo's Beastmaster. Bounty rune. Limp. KB. Could go for the SMY. Some a little more damage output with the Yasha and Sanj. You know, put yourself into the midst of the fight. BKB's gonna save him from a ton here, though. Honestly, Ask bouncing, snowball shards, the scream. You're alone here. For now, anyway. Bambo, he's nowhere near joining this fight. Roar is available with the Necro units as well. Bombing way down in that bottom lane. There's a smoke into Roshan. Tier 1 mid is still standing, but there's no one really showing themselves on the map from NiP. From up on top lane, and it's a long walk. Poke in the enemy jungle, walk up through your own jungle at the top. Don't think this move would ever really be expected. Like, look at NiP, they're picking out, saying there's no one defending mid. Are they farming Ancients? They're doing Roshan? Like, what's the plan here? What are they looking for? And Sealkid is going to be the one that gets caught out. He's alone. Not expecting to jump in. Tries to keep himself alive. Nightmare deny. Nope, not available. See, Nightmare's up EGM so that Jonathan Fan can maybe try and TP himself away. Yards, but no snowball. That's a very interesting pickup. So I was talking about Era's build earlier, and he likes this kind of slow and steady, maybe goes for the blink. Try and get himself a few kills. Shadowblade, though. Relocate, where are we heading up to? Over into the Dire jungle. Requiem, not out from Limp just yet. Bambo, though, he's dead to rights. Absolutely shredded there by the tiny wisp. Blade. Like, it offers you a similar kind of mobility and scare factor as the Blink Dagger does. But against the Necro 3 that's going to become a Beastmaster relatively soon, I am unsure about this. Unless it's mainly for the... Unless it's only for the Silver Edge. Silver Edge against Bristleback, I can see that being a thing, but the Aghanim's for it's going to be risky. Hanskin, surviving through that, my friend. Era, he will get himself away with the Shadowblade. I guess that's what it is. Get the Silver Edge proc over on the Bristleback and you just make sure you can punch through him as much as you can. There's... in a Beast aura, but it's Bristleback. Just a Pyjamas actually in the lead here, not by much. About a 1600 net worth lead, but Limp, oh goodness, if he gets caught here, punch, Sonic Wave. Even though the Wisp is hit, his tether and heal, the roll will finish him off, and Sealkid now caught in the crossfire. Rain South and Nightmare as Saxa trapped in the cog, Sealkid's still dead. The cancel bounce with the Death Ward down, and Jonathan Fan, he's dead as well. They're all just crushed under that powerful strength of 4C&L. Here is tiny. The lonely, lonely rock man, last man standing. His Agnum's getting closer and closer though. So much of the onus this game is on this Tiny that Era, the weight of the world, is really on your shoulders. Can he surprise them? Can he whack them with his big old tree? Pycat nearly has Agnum Scepter. In fact, should be complete on the courier actually coming in. PGM building straight into the Agnum Scepter. Rift ending. And why being built up very quickly. Like, the net worth lead that NiP had, a lot of it was on the Shadow Fiend. His flash farming capabilities obviously built him up very, very quickly. But there's a very good spread across the Dire. Swap, Bristleback, and this Beastmaster. Crew 3. Crew 3. How many hooks can Bambo block? So Bambo could block hook. Blocks one with a hook. Now he's got even more. Echo units, he's got little boards. So difficult playing a Clockwork here for Jonas and Fan. Really has to pick his timings very carefully and look for the right target as well. Queen of Pain can be the best target to jump on unless you have the Tiny there already for the Avalanche toss. Witch Doctor really is going to be the main target for you. And EGM stops for the Agnum Scepter, and it looks like Glimmer Capes will be that stopgap item for him. Pick that up. Green. Simple Roshan takedown as NiP moves up the top lane. You know what's going on though. Rocket Flare will scout it out now. A little bit late. They can relocate in here, but there's not going to be anyone to actually save this. Olympus mid farming, there's no Clockwork to hook in. Saxa just pushing down bottom lane pretty freely. And they're not going to lose their tier 2. They can actually defend this. With the Glyph and the TP's back, they're actually going to come back and stop NiP from accomplishing this objective.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Here we go. NiP, it's time to run. Jonas and Fan, good cogs. They're actually going to push Pycat back, but he still blinks forward. Battery Assault, TP, and the hook shot across to his teammate with a TP away as well. That's great play. They don't find themselves any kills. Era gets himself out as well. They don't get the tier 2, but they drop it low enough for, you know, second time around. New Olympic sport for the Tiny, boar tossing. Slight lead. Dissipated. 4C&L now in pretty much the same boat that NiP were a couple of minutes ago.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, Crystal back. After its free farm start, he's actually slowed down significantly. He's been moving around. He's not finished off his S and Y, but after the tower, he'll have it.
Radiant structures are fortified.
For everything in the world that they need just to go and take tier 2s, go and take the enemy jungle. NiP, they are struggling. Really struggling. In an ideal world, they'd love to have, you know, Era having Aghanim. Flip pushing away down a side lane, and then relocate save with Hanskin, while the rest of the team, 3 of them, limp with Jonas and Fan, while Steel Kid actually run down another lane and take a tower. Right here, they would love to have Era and Hanskin top, while the rest of them just take the tier 2. But in these situations, you're actually making such an unfavorable trade with Bambo pushing top with his little Necro units that not only do they take tier 2, but they're coming back to defend this tier 2 at bot as well. TP's come in limp. Oh god, he winds it up, but it's not going to do a damn thing. He says, yeah, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to bring it back. Death Wall is placed down on limp. No stuns through the BKB just yet. The roar was not going to be there in time. No TP. Oh, he turns to fight Era, but the Craggy, he's doing so much damage. Era's dead. He's solo killed by Bambo. By Bambo. But Jonas and Fan will get vengeance back.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Kill off
attack.
that bloody Beastmaster. Look, Era's Tiny was just shredded. He wanted Aghanim. He wanted to clear the wave, maybe kill the Beastmaster. The rest of the team's coming. I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine here. I'll be okay. Master turns and says, yeah, good night. See you in 30 seconds. And this is where you start to worry a little bit about the Shadow Fiend. No, 11,600 net worth. But what is that net worth and actual impact and itemization? Damage-wise, it's limited to Necromastery, which is okay now, 24 minutes in, you know. His attack speed isn't great. He's got sustainability, and that's pretty much it. He doesn't then have the avenue either to, you know, progress and kind of blossom into this right-click carry with S&Y Helm and crit, MKB, things like that. What do you need against the Bristleback, against tanky heroes like this, against the Stain from Witch Doctor? You on us? My friend, the stuff. Cage of your own design. By the hordes. Devouring masses of 4C&L. But also with the Shadow Fiend, you have to start selling items. Like 40 minutes in, you have to sell the mech, you have to sell your Ring of Vakul. Sell your Ring of Vakul like 30 minutes in. With this kind of build, you do start losing the slot efficiency in your inventory. They have reveal here. Oh, they do. The Roar. Hucken's dead. Gone. Obliterated. With the Sonic Wave and Roar, they've got him. And they should be able to keep Vision, actually, over onto Era. Long enough, they know he's headed up to the trees. They've got full vision of him now. He turns back. Avalanche toss. Kill back onto Pycat or someone. But they don't have enough damage. The rotations come in too thick and fast from 4C&L. And Aghanim Scepter on Tiny is just delayed and delayed. Or Clovers and a Lepricon. Now building up into, I guess, Basher on Swift Ending? Interesting item choice. Like, BKB wouldn't be bad against Shadow Fiend, Avatos, things like that. Also, get rid of that break from the Silver Edge. Even an AC, like the natural build order for Bristlebacks in this kind of role. Vanguard, S&Y, then you like an AC or something like that for the minus armor, for high ground pushing. General, you know, team fight tankiness. His armor isn't great, it's decent, but build the AC and suddenly you're this tanky monster. Gonna slapping people around. Yeah, it's gonna be the Basher. Basher into Abyssal.
That's for me.
What can Limp do? Eagle Song's up, so Butterfly on its way. EGM doesn't go for the Glimmer, hook forward. Jonas has caught him. Malediction, the EGM's dead with the toss forward and the DD. Shadow Fiend finds him. Avalanche now. Swift Ending. They're looking for more, but the Ice Shard will block off the advance here. Fiend's Grip. Good enough. The Snowball actually cancels it out. Limp BKBs and Swift Ending. Actually taking a chunk of damage, but survives through it all. Relocate forward though. Tiny Wisp. They want more. They're hungry for blood. Avatos ready in 1 second time. Swift Ending dodge. Duke Jive. Hide. By the stun, but it's not going to be enough as the turnaround comes in. Bambo has the Necro units out, and Limp's Requiem slows them. Good count of damage. A Steel Kid. That's the Brain Sap as Era tosses him up in the air, and Pycat retreat out. NiP 3 for 2 trade. That's as good as it's going to get at this point in the game. Era can now finish off Battle Fury. Finish off Aghanim Scepter. I don't know why I thought Battle Fury. And he does start to... that beastly hero. Leaving hits. Here now, he's got the tree in hand. All he needs is the sand into the recipe Silver Edge. Bambo. Thing for BOTs over the blink. So doesn't want the escape option if you see the relocate coming in. That blink dagger to run yourself out. Trap. So he can actually counter push against the Tiny Wisp pretty nicely. So you see the Tiny Wisp actually split pushing away. Oh god, he's actually got the blink as well. Never mind, know what I was saying. Limp is alone here. At least from the perspective of a 4C&L. Jonathan fan shows himself and it's like, hey! EGM, how you doing? I'm not sure they want to go in on this. Swift Ending's kind of running back and forth, but should just back themselves up. There's 5 here from NiP. And the net closing in, but Era runs himself eastwards towards the neutral camps. I'm gonna find him. See heavy split push though from 4C&L as mid and bot getting shoved out. That's An interesting glyph. Is this indicative of them wanting to defend? Because, the tower's already dead. TP's come in, over in the jungle. Jonas has actually caught the tusk here. And the relocate in. Tiny Wisp. Okay, there we go. Saxon, you're dead. Reaction not available for 4C&L as they run themselves away. Silk is looking for the Fiend's Grip. That's Invis though. Way in the trees, and he's going to see them now. Tether across Nightmare to start things off on the swift ending, but cancelled out already. Fiend's Grip, mana drained, and Era with the Shadow Blade hit, and the go! Kills off the Bristle, and 4C&L running out of heroes. The cancel come in, Pyjama blinks away. Death Ward cancelled, instantly out by that Nightmare. And Ninjas in Pyjamas. That is a pretty handedly won team fight. 4 dead, no buyback. Tiny. Oh god, can they take racks? There's no glyph. Racks are gonna go down here. Ninjas in Pyjamas are gonna find themselves a massive advantage from that team fight. Not only did they get like a 2,500 gold swing, 4,000 XP swing, but they get top laner racks fully done. What am I?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Well, 4C&L dominating the majority of the game. Got themselves a 5,000 net worth lead, got all their items, and then one by one they fall. The meat grinder they go, and this meat grinder, his name is Era. Shadow Blade, Aghanim Scepter, 3,700 gold from a team fight and a set of racks, and what is it going to be? AC. There we go, not feeling the need for a Silver Edge. Bristleback is not a threat. And with the Basher, what has he done with it? That has given so much gold over to the Radiant.
Rock it on.
Like 4 staff, nearly Ags. Hanskin's Wisp, so as good as Glimmer Cape and 900 gold. And Shadow Fiend, yep. Worries I had, the damage build, it's coming pretty quickly actually. 17,000 net worth, the TP. Blink. Jonas and Fan has been caught, the Glimmer Cape's up, but the Invis. Him alive long enough for the relocate out. Wisp is going to forfeit his life for this one, it looks like. Keep the clock alive. Die yourself. Era thought about this and oh goodness. Dust is out with the hex. Pycat's got a hex upon him. Era! This isn't really where you want it to be. How that just with the cleave hits, it does a bit of damage, but he really was thinking about engaging there. Looking for the turnaround, looking for the Wisp to actually maybe tether back to him. But Tiny, without a BKB, without a blink, only with a Shadow Blade, dusted up and really giving away a big old kill to 4C&L. Now they know Roshan is alive though. The Shadow Fiend, he's got a little troll in there. Sees it. Knows it's hiding. Saxa. Impact. So ulti's thrown. Down with Fiend's Grip. The Pyjamas, Tiny Wisp. This is their play. The jam. They know what they're doing. The amount of times I've seen them do these crazy trade-offs where like the enemy's barreling down mid, they're taking tier 3 and Tiny Wisp just goes and like takes top racks. Even through Glyph. Oh, they know what's up. The rush is scouted now by both teams. Clockwork keeping a very close eye with the rock flares across just to make sure that nothing funky's going on. And I think you're having fun now. With the hook shot, he's going to look for the setup, but Bambo runs himself back. Oh, the blink. Not in time. Stop him with the cogs. C&L, have you lost grip of game. EGM's Aghanim Scepter. That could be a big swing around, though. They can smoke themselves up now and look for actually a push forward to go off Era, someone like that. They've got a sentry ward down. They see him. They know he's there. Oh, shot to block him in. They've gone straight in for the kill. The jugular. It's available. It's presenting itself. But the relocate out will save him. Find Limp on the back end, and that is an equally good kill. Next up, my little friend, Roni. You are also dead. The Wisp should have been gone, and that's a really good opening actually to get into the Roche pit. We're thinking Aegis too, though. I still really don't like this. It hasn't done anything for Swift Ending, and I'm not sure that Aegis is going to change that. Pycat should... I think Pycat should take this. Yeah. Give it over to the Queen of Pain. If you can get yourself a second Hex or a second Sonic Wave, something like that. Jonas? Huh. That was ballsy. Even with the Aegis though, 4C&L still have to defend up on top lane. This their Drax keeps having to go defended. The Hawk. The Hawk just got cleaved through. Oh, there we go. AC over on the Tiny, but Aghanim on your Witch Doctor with another smoke. Looking for another fight here. You've got to shove out this lane as hard as you can, really, though. Swift Ending probably going to go and do that. With his Hyperstone, it's AC time. This is the item he needed before. Bambo, Albert with the sand, I guess. Era just disarm him as quickly as he possibly can. Tinies never want to go BKB. They want to go stats and they want to go attack speed. Get the damage pumped out as quickly and as heavily as you possibly can. If you're disarmed up, really not great for you. So you really want to buy BKB in this game. Oh. Again. By Bambo, but that's raw down for a good minute. EP out. This is the trouble. You find a pick on the Wisp. What have you got to do? You've got to get yourself back into the base that becomes top lane. Seal Kid. Air and TP. No one to stop. And that's all. That's like the situation as the Clockwork was in. He does get a ward down though, so Saxa will observe ward, watching for where things are going.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Will make their retreat out of bottom lane, or will they?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Bambo is lying deep. Vision over the trees. Gonna take the gem. Pop! With the gem. You know, I said it sort of 10-15 minutes in, 4C&L. If they can limit the vision here from NiP, Tiny Wisp combo, which relies heavily on, you know, pushing, reacting, relocating, looking for pickoffs here and there, not having vision is massively detrimental to their overall game plan. The sentry's already placed out. Sure, they also double up as being very good against that Shadowblade Tiny. On us. Kinda wanted to jump in, but no, there's a bunch of heroes behind. They see Limp and Hanskin. Probably no Era's actually going to move up here as well. Another Invis rune for Pycat. Hex, Hanskin. Oh, the little Wisp. Wild Axes, they'll do a ton of damage, and Hanskin, he doesn't tether across. Poor little Wisp. Doesn't get the mobility from it. Offers himself up on a plate to die. This is not the split push I was expecting. Steel Kid is a Bane Elemental. He is not a Tiny Wisp, and Bambo is a Beastmaster with a roar. Steel Kid is screwed. Absolutely rogered, but maybe they can find a trade-off. With Hookshot in, EGM is the one that's caught. Battery Assault means he cannot Death Ward, even with the bounces. Sonic Wave across an Era. Now pounding into them. Tiny's already taking on the Bristleback, and Saxa on the run out. EGM, it's Death Ward time, buddy. Turn back and fight. Look for the kills, look for the hits, but Quap blinks across. Don't want to. Clockwork is trying to still go for EGM, but Bambo says, not today, my friend. Blade Mail, they give you some sense of sustainability and defense, but Jonas and Fan still dead. And NiP, they're losing heroes left and right. The snowball will keep Suck alive, and Pycat got a secondary life here still. Saxon's dead, but Irahan's gonna limp. They're trapped. Even with the Death Ward, level 2 Aghanim Scepter upgrade, 4C&L don't want to go back in. Second available on Pycat, they're so scared of this tiny. So scared of that Shadow Fiend as well, with his Butterfly BKB and now 5,000 gold saved up. Full Satanic, start building Skadi, go for a Daedalus even. There are so many options for the Shadow Fiend to actually build up into. What a back and forth game. Tiny lead, tiny lead. Bit of a lead, a decent lead, and then it's just swinging back and forth. Next Roshan gonna have a pretty big bearing on the next upcoming team fights, so if NiP can go and take the next Rosh, 4C&L are in such a rough position with Aegis on the Shadow Fiend or the Tiny. You just put one of those heroes up on the high ground and wallop away at the tier 3, take it down, take another lane of racks, then the pressure really is palpable. Or it will be. 4C&L kind of get relegated then to keep a hero to defend. Now the Bristleback really trying to shove out, mid and top, or maybe like if it's the side lanes, imagine that. Bot lane and top lane, both racks down. And how does 4C&L actually defeat that? Bambo really kept this mango for 40 minutes now. Gotta keep that mango. 1 HP regen. A little bit of mana you get if you use it. Okay, we've now got a silver edge over on your Tiny, so little crit out from him and the break mechanic as well onto your Bristleback. 4 Clovers. 4 scouts out, a bunch of NiP heroes coming in. Look, and then now see the Tiny Wisp. Era Shadow Blades up and Swift Ending. Oh god, they're gonna go for it. Hit Avatar and Swift Ending down. He's gonna get absolutely crushed here. The rest of his team being caught on the back end, but Jonas, he just runs straight for the Bristleback, finds him on the back end of the fight, as this Death Ward is doing a decent amount of lift with the lifesteal. Whacks people into the ground. Dig your own grave, EGM, because he's down and out. NiP, they've only lost the Bane, and they're looking for more. Trying to hunt down Saxa. Blink in 9 seconds time, but I do not think he's surviving through this. 2 hits. Avalanche toss is going to be enough. 4 Clovers. It looked like they were in a good position, but they were just too slow. They couldn't find the vision onto the Tiny Wisp, and Bristleback was baiting so hard. Even with the 10-0-15 Queen of Pain, you're still losing the game. Tiny Wisp. What a combo. Ninjas in Pyjamas. There we go. Shove lane into top. Locate yourself down to bot. It's forced out here from 4C&L. I mean, mid-tier 2 is still standing, but the hook shot. Pycat, did he try and TP? He's actually been caught here, and he can't escape. Escape back up to bottom lane, because Era is just destroying your racks. No buybacks. I could, but it's really not worth the effort. They're just going to lose 2 lanes. Maybe lose Bambo. Avalanche. He blink in 2 seconds time to maybe turn us back around. Era, though, is invis with that silver edge. Boy. Damn. Where you are deceased. It'd be so Swift Ending. Era is just pummeling everybody. Bambo, no time to roar. It's time to hide. Time to run as the Wisp is tossed back onto him. There's the roar down. Two units have popped and Sonic Wave's good. Pycat gets a good amount of damage to the Hex of the Limp as well. These Necro units are starting to do work. But the BKB's popped out from Limp, tossed back into the fray, healing himself up, regenning on life stealing. You cannot kill the Shadow Fiend, and that might just be it. GG is called. So 1-1. NiP tie things up here in this best of 3. And 4C&L. Boy, oh boy. Losing out to the Ninjas in Pyjamas Tiny Wisp. Well, guys, we're back in a... Oh, goodness, my chair nearly tipped backward. Oh, heart's pumping. We'll be back in a couple of minutes, guys, with game number 3. Going to final game. Let's see who wins it. 4C&L, Ninjas in Pyjamas, it's getting close. Yes, 4C&L, you don't give NiP Wisp, huh?